Hi, Thomas Brinsko, president publisher of BIC Magazine and BICmagazine.com, bringing you the top news of the week. Well, wow, it's what a historic week it's been already. For the first time in our country's history, we've had negative oil prices. I was home yesterday for lunch and watched the price of oil drop from $10 a barrel down into negative 35. It actually closed yesterday about negative $37 and some change. This is crazy, crazy historic stuff. It's not quite as bad as it seems, but it's pretty ominous. The negative oil price actually broke the all-time record historically back during the Depression in 1931, when we had the Great Depression and they were finding oil in East Texas. The price of oil had dropped to 10 cents a barrel. Negative pricing is caused by this massive surplus that we have. Also, the expiration of the May futures contract played a big part in that. And then the super expensive cost of storage right now. There's literally no place for this extra oil to go. A lot of people are saying that this maybe is just a quirk in the futures market, but certainly I believe that it's a very ominous sign for our industry, and we're going to have to really lift ourselves up by our bootstraps here real shortly. The emergency conditions are going to continue until the stay-at-home orders are lifted. The previous usage of oil, about 100 million barrels a day. We're expecting this shut-ins and cuts in production maybe to take 17 million barrels a day off of the market, but the demand side disintegration is still a huge issue that our country is going to have to address one way or another. I'm old enough to remember way back in 2019 when things were really rosy. The United States Energy Information Administration, quite ironically, released a report this week saying that 2019 was the first time in 67 years that we had a net surplus in exports of energy over imports. U.S. exports of energy had been trending upwards and had increased for the last 6 years. Matter of fact, the change from 2018 to 2019, according to the EIA, was a change of about 3.6 quadrillion BTUs, which was the largest ever recorded. We're expecting now that that formula is going to change, and we're probably going to become a net importer of energy over the 2020 period based on reductions in production over here, and Saudi is increased their production. They say that they're going to dial it back, but before they reached their agreement with Trump and Russia, really more of an agreement with Russia that Trump brokered a bit, Saudi Arabia had leased essentially a navy of VLCCs that are full of crude right now at 1 million barrels a ship, and they are headed towards Texas and Louisiana. Different folks are lobbying the government to ask Saudi Arabia to turn these ships around. I know the smaller shale companies are really beseeching the government. They're deep in debt, and they would like to see a hiatus on imported oil into the United States. The larger industry associations and some of the integrated majors are encouraging our federal government not to interfere in free markets. The Texas Railroad Commission today is supposed to be having a hearing to determine if they're going to put some production quotas on the E&P producers in Texas. Personally, I don't believe that's necessary because folks are going to be shutting down. That's the way supply and demand actually works. Supply and demand is currently not the ruling order of the day, however, as our government has literally shut off the demand for petroleum products with all the stay at home orders. So one would think that it might make sense for the government to interfere in the supply side as well and prevent foreign oil from coming into the United States. It certainly would save a lot of jobs in the oil field, and we could use American production to fuel our American refineries and provide American gas, American taxes, and American jobs. It's a little bit over my pay grade, but that's my 2 cents. We will continue to bring you all the latest news at BIC, and I hope you stay tuned, and we thank you for your loyal readership.